Hi there, it's Darlene. I hope you're doing well. So tonight we're looking at the August 14th Zoom call of the Diamond Club. Basically, in this call, all the top earners were being taught how to emotionally manipulate their customers into buying more. So to understand this, you have to know the backstory of what's been happening this last week and a half or so. Week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago now, Philip had to zip back to Denmark because Dad was really sick, has throat cancer, it's really bad. And Philip said he's probably the last time he'll ever see his dad. And it's really, really bad. Therefore, he's slicing 10% off of the regular price of seven-figure Accelerator until September 4th. And he'll give 10% of the sales to cancer research. No specific cancer foundation ever mentioned, however. So this Zoom call is about how you, as his student, if you're one of his top affiliates, should be using this cancer sale to manipulate your own clients. Yeah. Here's what really blows my mind, and what you're about to see, is that he can show these people precisely how it's done, and he's going to model it for you, right? He's going to act it out for you, how to do it, and the intensity you bring up, and everything. And he'll show them exactly how it's done, but yet they still buy into this whole my dad is on death's door story. I mean, seriously, if I was a millionaire living in Dubai, my dad back in Denmark is at death's door, yeah, I would... At the very least, what Philip's story is, he spent $8,000 so that his dad would have protein shakes. What? Yeah, I would be making sure the guy had 24/7 round-the-clock care, live-in nurse at home, whatever he needed. And if he was that sick, hey, if I was a millionaire living the laptop lifestyle and partying it up in France this week, maybe I'd be there in Denmark with my dad. And not using it as an excuse to have a 10% off sale. Like, really? And then he tells his students basically, let me show you how it works. And so how you can pull this off on your own customers too. And he shows them all how this emotional sleight of hand works. And they're still supposed to believe, and the scary part is that they are still believing that his dad is at death's door. The feats of mental gymnastics being pulled off here is just beyond belief. So here's how he starts explaining it to a student.
And this is where I tell you guys that emotions sells. Okay? Emotions and stories, they sell. Let's say, for example, my husband had cancer. Right, a lot of people, and by seeing my dad made me realize how many people actually suffer from shit like this. Right, I didn't think about that before, but there's a lot. Probably every family have some kind of member or some at some point that died from some illness. Right, so this is where you want to express and tell that story. Okay, and tell about that. That you remember that you had a grandmom that was super sick when you were 7 years old, right? And when I starting to talk about this, your mentor or something like that made me think back about it, right? And seeing my mom was super sad. I remember I saw her cry in the kitchen, and I couldn't do anything about it. And my mom couldn't do anything. She couldn't help my grandma. She couldn't do anything. And in the most part, it was because we had no money. Right, and that made me realize that what money actually means. Right, you can actually help people when they need it the most, and you can actually support them. And if they are dying from some illness, you can help make that journey.
This guy is a great talker, but he has a hell of a time keeping his story straight. I mean, he's trying to present a fake story for this woman to follow, but he keeps intertwining his own fake story into it. And he does it again too in this next clip I'm going to show you.
That emotions sells. Okay? Emotions and stories, they sell. Let's say, for example, my husband had cancer, right? A lot of people, and by seeing my dad made me realize how many people actually suffer from shit like this. Right? I didn't think about that before, but there's a lot. Probably every family have some kind of member or some at some point that died from some illness, right? So this is where you want to express and tell that story, okay? And tell about that you remember that you had a grandmom that was super sick when you were 7 years old, right? And when I starting to talk about this, your mentor or something like that made me think back about it, right? And seeing my mom was super sad. I remember I saw her cry in the kitchen, and I couldn't do anything about it. And my mom couldn't do anything. She couldn't help my grandma. She couldn't do anything. And in the most part, it was because we had no money, right? And that made me realize that what money actually means, right? You can actually help people when they need it the most, and you can actually support them. And if they are dying from some illness, you can help make that journey more pleasant for them, right? In the last remaining month they maybe have left. So listen, guys, if you want to be part of something bigger, then not only are you going to save 10% on the same mentorship program that I took, but you're also going to be part of where we donate the profit to cancer research. This was just an example, right? An example of what to say and how to say it. Make sense, guys? Put in a yes or no.
So, what parts of that were supposed to be part of the student's backstory or sob story? What were parts of his own bullshit backstory? And what parts are parts from this current my dad is dying of cancer story? Holy crow, it's just a whole hodgepodge. And now, my final clip, which is, surprisingly enough, the one at the closest to the beginning of the Zoom call. The one I just showed you was actually almost right after this one. The reason why I'm doing it this way is because myself, I went through that Zoom call and had to go through it twice or three times just to see what I'm seeing. And it was easier for me to show you this in reverse order so you can see it all before you see how he started it out. Now, at this point, he's just saying what he's been able to do for his dad, and people are actually supposed to be believing this story that he is telling them.
Gave him $8,000 so he could buy some better protein shakes and some better food for himself. And if, for the love of God, if you want to have a better glass of wine, right, then let him buy that shit, right? And that's what money can do, right? And this is, in my opinion, the fastest and easiest by far than any other business model to make that happen, right? Affiliate marketing. Thank you, Tamara, right? And if you make money, it impacts your life, but it also impacts the life of the people around you, right? Your family, you can help them, you can support them more. If they can't pay rent, you can step in and say, hey, I got it. Don't sweat it. I got it, right? And that means the world to them. And that's why I started this shit here, to help my family out, right? And I can now do that. So what the way we advertise it is like, hey guys, not only are you going to get an awesome program with now 4 live calls a week.
4 times a week, my ass. Huh. For the last 2 weeks, he hasn't been there. First one was dying dad. The very following week was party time in France. And he didn't even warn his students about it. He just ditched them and didn't show up. And then it was like, oh, sorry, canceling the meeting this week. No warning. His students had taken time off of work to be there. They were pissed.
Right, and you've done for you business model and so on. But you're also going to save 10%. And and you're also going to be a part of something bigger than just yourself.
Just remember those words. You're going to become a part of something bigger than just yourself.
Because the mentor is going to donate a part of the profit to cancer research to help even more people, right? So if you guys suffer from a family member that is sick with something, they can be more than cancer, right? If you know somebody that is currently sick, or if you have a family member that died from it, right, that was close to you, then now is the time to talk about it. And this is where I tell you guys that emotions sells. Okay? Emotions and stories, they sell.
So, students, he's just modeled it for you several times so you can see how to do it. He's just showed you time and time again exactly how it's done and how you pull this emotion out of your butt, and how he's shown you for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, how it's done personally. So get out there and create your own dead relative. It's emotions and stories that sells. Now, in this next clip, he's referencing this book here called Expert Secrets by his hero, Russell Brunson. I'll be touching back on this in a bit.
Expert Secrets comes in super handy, right? If you haven't read it yet, Expert Secrets, because this is where I learned all of this from. I learned how to use emotions, right, to get me to where I am today. Because he said the further you can dig deep down in yourself and actually pull those emotions and feeling out, right, the more people are going to like, know, and trust you. Because the people that are watching you are feeling the exact same thing. They're just too scared to say it. So if you say it to them, you become the guide. You become the man or girl they look at and say, fuck Nigel, something, man. He is super cool. He said that, man. That is exactly how I feel, right? Nigel is exactly like me. He gets it, right? I'm going to click this fucking link here and I'm going to buy it.
And that's exactly how Philip has been playing this whole cancer thing. I mean, he's been in his, I don't know if you're on his emails, but I'm getting them, and I get sent to this page, which is a checkout, is right before the checkout page. And it's, how part of the profits are donated to cancer research. Special announcement from Philip Johansen. Oh, and look at him. Oh, he looks awful. And then select your plan for a 10% discount. And join Seven Figure Accelerator. And then it goes down to the gazillions of fake testimonials. And I'll tell you, he lays it on thick here. If anybody has a weak stomach, you really should probably click off of this video, or maybe, fast forward ahead a bit, because it's just ew.
Hey, what's up, my friend? It's Philip Johansen here, and thank you very much for taking the interest in the 7-Figure Accelerator program. This is a special announcement from me personally, because if you didn't know, then my dad is very sick with cancer, and it has spread to the nerve system. And a week ago, I visited him back home in Denmark, and that was maybe the last time I'm ever gonna see my dad. So that made me realize how many people actually suffer from this stupid disease here, and many of you have probably lost family members or no family members, or maybe have it yourself, and that made me realize that it's a fucking stupid disease, right? So I decided to give a part of my profit to cancer research. So if you decided to join the 7-Figure Accelerator, I have a special promotion that's gonna run until the 4th in the next month, where I'm gonna take a part of my profit and give it to cancer research without any more cost to you. In fact, I'm also gonna slice 10% off the price of the 7-Figure Accelerator program and still give it to to cancer research. And not only that, then I'm also giving you extra bonus, and that's a brand new mindset training on exactly what I did to get out of $20,000 in debt to reach $15 million in sales online in just 2.5 years. That is a free bonus, and it's a completely new program that I just... Listen, guys, while I were in Denmark and visiting my dad, I gave him $8,000 right in the hand, and he were the most happiest man on earth, because he barely have any money to buy food for, and sorry about that, guys. I had to cut it there because it hits hard when you can't do anything to help the person you love, right? So I decided to give back because I've created a healthy business here, and it's time to give back to people that need it. So not only do you join an awesome program where we have live calls 4 times a week, we have Tuesday, we have mindset calls with my head of sales. Every Wednesday there is a live call with me. You get 1 hour with me. I sit for 2 or 3 hours to get everybody through, as many people as I possibly can, to help you. Every Thursday we have a call with one of my top guys in the program, and then every Friday we have a beginner's call with some of the coaches we have inside of the 7-Figure Accelerator program as well. And you're gonna get this done for you business built for you, and I'm gonna teach you how to get people into this done for you business that's gonna do the selling for you. And you're gonna be part of something bigger here, and we're gonna give a part of the profit to cancer research. So yeah, if you are in for it, right, and if you're willing to go all in, if you're ready to make an impact of not only your life but all of the people around you, right? I also recently just bought my mom a brand new Mercedes AMG, right? And Brandy, as students inside of the program, are on a vacation right now with her son, 7-year-old son. While being on vacation, she bought her son a brand new ATV, 7 years old. She sent me a picture about her son's face, and it just light up, right? And this is what money can do, right? It impacts not only your life, but it impacts the life of everybody around you, right? In a very positive way. So if you're ready for it, right? If you're ready for it, if you have that burning desire inside of you that you're meant for more in this planet here, if you want to get out of your 9 to 5, if you're ready to get out of debt, and if you're ready to take action and take some of that energy and go and give it to a good cause, and be part of that as well, something bigger than just yourself, you click the button below this video right now and get access to the 7-Figure Accelerator with the awesome bonuses, the 10% off, the profit go to cancer research. You're also gonna get the brand new mindset training that's gonna help you take you to the next level in your life. So listen, my friend, thank you for checking out this page here, and click the button below right now. Let's get it.
What is so very super scary is that his students still hang on his every word and believe every word that comes out of his mouth. The mental gymnastics that you need to be able to believe this, and the amount of brainwashing, is just brutal. Remember what I said about believing in something bigger than yourself? It's almost like a cult following that he's got here. And he keeps just trying with emotion to bring more people in. He doesn't want people that can think. No, he wants his little cult following. And why is that? Where did he get this from? Remember this book that I was telling you about earlier? Yeah. By Russell Brunson. He is the founder of ClickFunnels. So it's Expert Secrets, the underground playbook for creating a mass movement of people who will pay for your advice. That is precisely what Philip has done here, and he has done a spectacular job of it. And he's even taken it a step further, is that he's got all of these people out there recruiting others into his mass movement, into this cult that he has formed. And I'll tell you, those people inside there, you can't tell them that there's anything wrong with the program. But you can't tell me that this is anything other than a pyramid scheme. Cults and pyramid schemes. Imagine. And this one's being led by a very charismatic leader, Philip Johansen, who's tucked away safe in Dubai, where the FTC nor any other regulatory body can get to him. He's got all these affiliates working for him, and quite a lot of them in the US and Canada that are definitely within arm's reach of the FTC. And Mr. Jesse Singh agrees with me. For any of my regular viewers have seen Mr. Jesse Singh before, because I have quoted from him when I was gathering information sources and such. I very much respect his YouTube channel, and he found me, yay, and he has put on this video of mine, and I would love for you to hear what he has to say about it. I'm going to play a little bit of it back to you, and I wish you would go to his channel and check it out. In my description, I'll link back to it. And don't worry, in my description, you won't find any affiliate links or anything, because when I'm doing these scam things, I don't do the affiliate marketing thing. So, and if you'd like to support my efforts, buy me a cup of coffee. The donation link is at the top of the comments and in the description. Super thanks button is down below. Now, check this out.
Again, great job by Darlene Fraser to expose this. This is terrible. This is, oh my goodness. It's worse than a pyramid Ponzi scheme. At least those guys track and they give you the commissions so they don't steal from you. But Philip Johansen here is stealing. Not only is a Ponzi pyramid, he's also stealing from you. Oh my goodness, what? These people make our industry look terrible. But anyway, so what you're saying, so there's a comment here on Darlene's channel. By the way, check her channel out. She's got 1,000 subs. Give her a subscribe. She does a pretty good job exposing Philip Johansen here. Basically, so what you're saying is when someone clicks on the link from an affiliate, he can just assign that payment to himself, and they never get it. They wouldn't be aware of that going on. And she said exactly, he's flat out stated to his students that the affiliate links that he gives them do not directly link to Copecart. Instead, he is recording them and forwarding the information to Copecart. Now, none of them can even see the details on Copecart dashboard. All they can see is when they make a sale, and those are being manually assigned by Philip. There's nobody like Warrior Plus overseeing this process. Wow. Wow. 7-figure accelerator scam. How Philip Johansen is stealing sales. This guy's making a buttload of money. And by the way, he's in Dubai. And there's a reason for that, because the FTC will have a harder time getting him. But, you know, once this thing goes down, and trust me, it's going to go down sooner or later, especially with all these shenanigans, and people are going to get really angry at him. But in the US, now, here's the honest truth. If you're an affiliate for this guy and you're in the US and this thing goes down by the FTC, and you made money, they're coming after you too. And Philip Johansen is going to go hiding, right? Because he's in Dubai. But you in the US, you're screwed. And if you're in Canada, you're still screwed. They'll come after you in Canada too. So I'm just letting you know now, you know, these are warnings that this guy is going to screw everybody up. It is not affiliate marketing. It's far from affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is where you can become an affiliate for free, right? There's no problem, you know, there's no issues buying a course that teaches affiliate marketing, where they show you how to do it, right? How to build your own sales funnels, how to build your own email list, like your own thing. You're not getting a done for you system where you're selling a course that teaches you how to sell the course, right? That So basically, you're paying $2,500 or whatever it is to become an affiliate for this, which is a scam, right? So if you go to like ClickBank or Warrior Plus, if you want to become an affiliate for a product, it's free. It's free. Now, if you want to learn how to do affiliate marketing, obviously you got to educate yourself. Sure, but anyway, but this is not a course. This is a pyramid scheme, and Philip Johansen's time is going to come soon. And again, I'll report on it, but this is another warning that this thing can go under any time now.
And I think this ship is sinking sooner rather than later. I don't know how soon, but faster than one might have thought. Already, you're starting to see it. I'm starting to see more reviews on TikTok saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe," and them and their own take on what just happened. More on Trustpilot. The cracks are starting to show, and when cracks start happening in a dam, you know what happens. It goes really fast then, as people realize. But it takes them a while to realize, right? Especially with such a charismatic leader that's always encouraging you to be the best you can be and urging you on to keep trying and keep pushing. And if you don't make it, it's because you're not trying hard enough. And I think that's why this big push now with this cancer sale. You should see some of the comment sections on his affiliates. They're horrible, and people are just calling them out, like on TikTok and on Instagram. Word's getting out. So you take care, and you have a great evening, a great morning, a great day. Darlene out.